All right, hello everybody, and welcome to another Flaunt Your Site website review. This week we're looking at Stefanie Cepeda's website. Stefanie is a wedding photographer in Vancouver. That's in Canada, the Mexico of the North. All right, so Stefanie is, her site's a bit basic. You know, here we go here. It's bit basic, but it has some really good information on it. A lot of information down here. If you're a potential customer, you'll definitely want to read that. Now, I would put some effort into actually having the design of your site thought out, though, with content layout and some actual visual design elements. It could be a really, beautiful, engaging website. Like I said, it's a bit basic, but it's got really good information. It has the feeling that getting up the content was a little bit more important, though, than the actual interaction of the site. Now, design is much more about making things pretty. It's about finding the most appropriate home for the information that you want to convey to people. It's a dance between pretty and useful. If the balance is off, then the power of the site and the design and all that is lost. So what I do like is this blurb here. It's great, but I had to look a little bit before I found out where you were located. A suggestion I have would be to have a heading above the blurb right here that says something like Stefanie Cepeda, Vancouver wedding photographer, in bold. That makes it really unmissable for people, and people don't have to read, right up through here to find out where exactly you are. I mean, if you think about where that is on the page, that doesn't stand out at all until you actually, read that. So you want to, make where you're located stand out. Now, it also up here in your title tag. This is your title tag or your SEO title. I put the same thing. You want your name in there, right? Documentary wedding photographer Victoria doesn't give your potential clients, a good feeling about you as a business, like a brand, right? Okay, so back to the blurb. I see this a lot, even on one of the last reviews. They started with, "Hello, I'm such and such." You do the same thing. "Hello, I'm Stefanie." But so you introduce yourself, but you don't have a photo there of you. You're not really fully introducing yourself to the person reading the site. So people aren't really related to you yet. Now I would put a good headshot in right here, put it to the left, and then people can see your face and read your blurb at the same time, and really be welcomed and get to know you right away, even before they do meet you. I'm going to bounce back up here. I just noticed this here. So your documentary wedding photographer tag at the end of that, this is your home page, so you don't need that. It's a little search engine manipulative type of a kind of a thing. So you don't need that. I would keep it simple and just have StefanieCepeda.com. And one thing that I really like down here is these quotes. Now these are really good social proof, but people want to see that it's actually credited to someone. So I would put the name of the couple, so who said the quote, and a bonus point would be to link to their blog posts so people can actually see those photos too. And let's see here. I like this. I like that you have some call to actions at the bottom. View your portfolio, contact me. But I wouldn't send people off your website to the Google reviews. I think keeping people on your site makes it easier for them and you both. So what I would probably suggest is having a reviews page. Having a reviews page here. And then having those reviews that you do have at Google on there, and you can link off-site from there to there, but I would keep people on your website as much as possible. All right, your portfolio here, you know, I'm not a big fan of side-scrolling slideshows or, you know, websites in general. If people don't have a trackpad or a scroll mouse, it's not obvious to them that there's a scroll bar down here that they have to use to scroll left and right. So I know you might want to be different and, you know, have a unique looking website, but you know, scrolling is about 99% vertical on the internet. You know, I made that up, but you know, the predominant, you know, form of scrolling is up and down. So I wouldn't sacrifice usability for the novelty of something, you know, different. All right, let's take a look at the info page here. All right, I think you might want to break this up into a couple pages. I think you should have an About Me, and then a wedding info page. Sorry, everything's blowing up over here. So I think your wedding info, all this stuff down here could be on a wedding info page, and then your About Me should be just an About Me page. And the wedding info would help for SEO purposes with the content. You know, so you know that could be all on the main page, or you can have a separate page. I think the separate page is, you know, is good for, you know, information structure wise. Now on the About Me, I love that you have this, you know, really great, you know, headshot photo looking right into the lens. That's really great. I would also add a picture of you and your family. You talk about them here, and you know, so I would add a photo of you and the family in there. It'll have the potential brides really gushing. All right, let's take a look at the contact. One thing I noticed, a couple things strange I noticed here, are the title tag here, or the SEO title, says top 30 under 30 wedding photographer with a pipe and Victoria. That's not what this page is, so you might want to fix that. And then one thing I noticed was this photo and the content is, you know, down here, you know, towards the bottom. I would slide that back up so that people can see that right away when they come to the page. Other than that, you know, it's a, you know, just a standard contact page. It looks good. On your blog, I think I like this first blog post that you posted here. It's good that you're making content available to your, you know, your potential market, right? You know, how to create a meaningful ceremony. That's really great. But since you're a photographer, you'll want to add compelling photos that will move people. You know, there's no photos on here. I would, you know, you'd want to have those photos that create emotion. You know, the info posts like this are great, but they should be used as a vehicle to getting your work out there and visible. In a sense, we are selling ourselves, not our photos, but we have the benefit of affecting people's emotions more than others through our photography. So if you do posts like this, drop in photos showing examples of meaningful ceremonies that you photographed. It looks like this is an interview, but that doesn't mean that you can't have your own photographs in there with captions, you know, saying something like, you know, what made that particular ceremony so, you know, meaningful, right? So drop in those photos. You can use small or medium-sized photos, align them left and right, and so that the text wraps around them all. WordPress is really great for doing that. So just you know, come in here, insert a photo there, make it small or medium, and then align left, and all this text will wrap around that photo. Okay, and then down towards the bottom, you got, you know, take a look at other blog posts, but I would also have call to actions, having people contact you. That's really important. You know, you want people, when they're done reading, to go on to something. All right, and then I looked at your site on mobile, and I didn't look at the whole site, but I noticed that the menu is actually a hamburger menu, one of those 3 horizontal line things, and it's not in a very good place. It's somewhere over here. It's not up at the top. So I'm thinking this wasn't a very well designed theme. I'd look into having the theme fixed, or looking into a new well-designed theme, or even hiring someone to design a site for you. When you have those responsive menus, the best ones actually say menu. The hamburger menu with those 3 horizontal lines is the worst thing ever, in my opinion. So, that's it. I think conclusion for overall for the rest of the overall the site, you've got some good information and good photos, but I think you need a good website design to support that. Like I said, take a look at, take some time to look at the possibility of a new design or a new theme, something that'll really make people excited to work with you. So I hope all that helps, and if you have any questions, let me know. Thanks, Stephanie.